we good?
Mic check, mic check. Good evening, Thunder Nation. It is Saturday night. It is hockey night. Ready for Game 4 of this Right Plus tournament. The NYC Thunder are going to close out this weekend series against the Foothills Flyers. Daunting task at hand. Boys have nothing to lose, so hopefully they get out there and have a good time. Thunder coming into tonight's game, 1-2 in this tournament. It's been a rough weekend on a couple of games. They salvaged a win against the Springs Dayton Ice, but got blown out in the other two games that they played. Dustin Adams-Brown is going to again be on goaltender tonight. He has faced an onslaught of shots all weekend long, making over 100 saves in this four-game set of this tournament. We are seconds away from puck drop. Your starting lineup tonight is going to be Gage Nelson at center, Wallace Dover and Cole Collison at wings, Colton Snuggs and Jameson Cooper at defense. And puck drop is underway and pushed into the offensive zone. Thunder in on the forecheck. Flyers bringing out center ice. Flyers have it on the near side. Shot from the top of the circles, and this is high and wide. Everyone goes into the near side boards and starts a puck battle. Flyers come out with it. Soft shot from the top of the circle on the near side boards. An easy glove save, number 1 for Dustin Adams-Brown. And we will have a face-off and a new line coming out. 14:33 left in this first period. New line coming out. Looks like we're going to have Wesley Hall taking the face-off. Koa Severe and Hayden Wiseman are going to be his line mates. On defense, Marshall Gallega and Gavin Leon. Right after the puck drop, Flyers get possession, ring a post off the crossbar, goes all the way up into the ceiling, so we're going to do it again. Puck is dropped, controlled by a Flyer. Shot from the point goes wide of the net. Leon goes into the corner to recover. Thunder come out with it. Wesley brings it out of the zone. He's got numbers 2-on-1. He's stick handling around 1. Centering pass is cut off. Kept in at the blue line by Marshall, who wraps it around the back of the net. Nice forechecking by Koa, and he gets it back out to the blue line where Marshall's able to keep it in momentarily before it gets kicked out to center ice. Leon gets his stick on the puck and wraps it back in, but it is too far, too wide, and ends up with an icing. The new line coming out. Looks like we're going to have Ike Everhart taking this face off. He's going to have Will Blasco with him. It's like Collison and Braxton Burster out there with Cadence Lawley finishing on the top 5. Flyers control shots, deflected, goes over the net, puck battle in the near side corner. Puck comes out to the circles. Swally picks up the puck and chips it out of the zone. Flyers offside. Got a tag off. They throw it in on goal. Easy save by Dusty. He leaves it for his D-man, who wraps it off the near side corner and up. Puck is deflected and knocked up into the netting, and so we will have yet one more face-off. Quick line change here is by Coach Baldwin and Mike Snuggs. They're keeping the boys fresh. It's been a busy weekend for everybody. Out to take this face-off is Gage Nelson. He wins it forward to Snuggs. Snuggs has it taken off of his stick. One of the Flyers defenders. They bring it up in center ice and into the offensive zone. Battle for it in the near side boards. Comes around to the top of the circle where Cooper gets a stick on it and chips it out to center ice. Softly, it's going to go in on goal, and the Foothills goaltender's going to have to play it, which negates an icing. Foothills starts to bring it out. Nice forecheck by Koa, disrupts that momentarily. Errant pass by Foothills, and the puck ends up back in their own zone. Koa and Hayden Wiseman in on the forecheck. Foothills bring it into the offensive zone. Nice stick check by Wallace Dover. Breaks up a scoring opportunity, and then gets it out to neutral ice where Wiseman brings it up. He's 1-on-3, gets it into the far corner, and the puck is taken away by one of the Flyers defenders. Flyers send it out to the blue line. and get it to center ice, and they chip it in. Too tall. Well, icing's waved off. Turnover at the red line by Leon, and Dusty saves that scoring opportunity, knocks it to the side. Flyers maintain possession on the far board. Centering pass cut off by Koa, who gets it out to center ice. Flyers are undefeated in this tournament, so all the pressure's on them to keep it up. Flyers bring it in 2-on-2. Shot, save, blocker save by Dusty, goes to the near side corner. Puck goes back behind the net. Tollefson goes back and gets it. He tries to chip it forward. Ends up on the stick of one of the Flyers defensemen. Shot from the Flyers forward is blocked by Leon. Goes out to the point. Flyers keep it in. Shot from the top of the circle is an easy save. Dustin covers up as he's seen enough and wants to move personnel out there. So coming out for this defensive zone face-off is going to be Ike Eberhardt, Will Blasco, and Braxton Hurst. On defense, looks like we're going to have Caden Zwally and Marshall Collega. Flyers control, shot from the point, glove save, and we'll have another whistle. Eberhardt takes this subsequent face-off. It's controlled by nobody. Its puck is wrapped up in the near side boards by Blasco. Maybe a little bit too tall and goes to length, and we're going to have another icing. Icing gives Thunder a chance to get some more fresh bodies. Coming on is going to be Colton Snubbs, Gage Nelson, and Jameson Cooper. Defense is going to remain the same, Caden Zwally and Marshall Collega. Puck is dropped. Controlled by the Thunder, they get it out to center ice. Cooper gets bumped off the puck at center ice, and the Flyers take it and send it back in, but it is too tall and goes for icing the other way. Personnel remain the same. 10:57 left in this first period. Puck probably to the right of the Flyers goaltender. It was dropped, controlled by the Flyers to get it out center ice. Marshall with a nice hit. Centering pass goes to the slot anyway, but good defense breaks up that scoring opportunity. Shot from the point, high and wide, wraps off the glass, but the Flyers maintain possession in the zone. Puck battle. Looks like 2 or 3 Thunder battling 2 or 3 Flyers. Looks like we're going to have a delayed offsides call. Flyers tag up. They maintain possession. Send it right back in. Zwally on the far boards, chips it forward to Cooper. He sends it over the stick of the Flyers, and now sends to center ice, where they go back and reset. Partial change behind the scenes. Marshall gets cut down. He's going to draw a penalty right there. Puck is chipped forward. Wesley Hall on the forecheck. He does a great job. Lifts the stick. Delayed penalty. Dusty gets out of the net, but by about the time he gets to the bench, Foothill touches it. We'll be on a power play. 10:01. That's going to be a tripping call on Foothills. Offensive zone face-off is going to be to the right, excuse me, to the left of the Foothills goalie in the offensive zone. Power play unit is going to be Wesley Hall. He takes the face-off. Puck comes out center ice. Dover plays it with a high stick, and we will have a neutral zone face-off as the puck was chipped up in the air. They're calling it an intentional high stick, and it's coming all the way back down to the left of Dusty. Wesley Hall's taking his face-off. Out there with him on this power play is Tollefson, Dover on defense, Sevier and Wiseman as the forwards. Thunder control at center ice. Nice forechecking. Dawson tries to bump Foothills Flyers in on the forecheck off the puck, but he gets it behind the net. Dover does the same in the corner. We got 3 Thunder in there trying to dig the puck out of their own zone. Foothill doing a good job trying to keeping that in there, but they lose the battle and the puck comes out to center ice. But it is quickly turned around and sent right back in. Shot from the point is blocked. And Noah's able to get control. He's bumped off the puck. And the puck is sent all the way back in. Where's Wally, who's come on with Gavin Leon on defense. Gets it up to Will Blasco at center ice. Blasco keeps it in the point. Ike Everhart's out there with him, the Snugs. He controls the near side corner, gets it to Blasco in the slot. Shot from Snugs goes just wide in the near side point. Some folks in the corner. Foothills brings it out center ice. They bring it into the top of the circles. Just killing time now. 22 seconds left in this power play. It's all Foothills. They are shooting us 7-0, despite us being on the power play for the last minute 45. Thunder finally get control out of center ice, but that's short-lived as the Flyers take it back. Foothills Flyer player blows a tire, turns the puck over, but puck luck is on their side. It goes right back to them. They chip it off the near side boards and up into the zone. Not far enough for an icing, and Leon goes back behind the cage. Get pick up the puck. Centering pass is cut down by Snugs, who gets it out of the zone, and he goes off for a change. Cooper's going in, but that is too much from the forwards going forward, and we'll have defense in zone face-off on an icing. Off this face-off is going to be Wesley Hall. He's going to have Koa with him on defense. He's going to have Koa and Hayden with him on defense. He's going to have Dover and Kalega. Foothills controls the near side boards down to the corner. Battle along the boards. Thunder come away with it. Wesley Hall chips it off the boards and gets it up center ice on the stick of Koa. Koa is bringing it in 2-on-3. Nice stick handled by Wiseman. Top of the circle. Shot was blocked off the shin pads. Then follow-up shot by Marshall was blocked with the stick. Goes up and into the netting for a stoppage play. Ike Everhart's out taking the next face off. He's going to Braxton Burst and Will Blasco. Tollefson and Leon come out on defense. The puck is dropped, controlled by the Flyers. They reverse behind their own net, bringing up the far boards. Stretch pass misses and goes to length. Tollefson missteps. He goes behind his net. Foothills are able to get the puck up center ice. And after the slot, shot goes high and wide over the glass. Also goes in the near corner, tries to recover, kicks it back to Leon, and chips it up the near side corner. Flyers have it and send it all the way across. Leon picks it up off the far boards, chips it off the boards up center ice. Foothills recover. Braxton's in on a forecheck. Ike Everhart causes a turnover momentarily, but set right back in. Dawson chips it up the boards to Blasco. Blasco's cut down by one of the Flyers, but he gets it out to center ice. And most everybody goes for a line change while Braxton goes in on the forecheck. Dangle moved by the Flyers, gets into the slot, but he blows a tire and ends up losing a puck. Goes right to the stick of one of his teammates. Over the net, out to Jamison Cooper, who brings it out, gets the red light and chips it in the near side corner. Goes in on the forecheck. Nice job, comes up center ice, gets on the stick of Gage Nelson, but he's handcuffed, unable to do anything, but he's able to keep it in the zone momentarily. Nice back check by the Flyers, and they get it out to center ice. Flyers bring it into the offensive zone, take a shot high to the left side, and Dusty goes top shelf over the blocker. Just having to get around the Thunder defense just below the dog in the inside circle. Shot goes high and over the top of Dusty and in the corner of the net. It'll be 1-0 for those Flyers. 5:43 left in this first period. Ensuing face-off is going to have Strollers and Samir, Jordan Weinsberg and Wesley Hall taking the face-off. Puck is dropped, controlled by Flyers back from their own end. Wiseman in the forecheck. He causes a turnover momentarily. Foothills recovers. Gets it to center ice. Errant pass by Foothills. Goes off of Wiseman's foot all the way back behind their net. Leslie's in the forecheck. They're playing hide and seek behind the cage. Chip it off the far boards, and Koa's able to keep it in. Backhands it back into the far corner. It rolls around the backside of the net. Puck comes up center ice. Puck is taken by, beautiful save by Dusty. Follow-up, centering pass. Also saved and covered. That was a nice recovery there. Foothills came in, split the defense, and got a nice shot on Dusty. He made a nice save. He's able to kick it to the side, and the subsequent centering pass, he covers up. So we'll get Everhart out here to take subsequent face-off. Foothills controlled. Shot is blocked by Tollefson, goes to the far corner. Ends up again on the stick of a Foothills Flyer, who again centers. That is also blocked. Another shot attempt goes wide, wraps off the boards, comes all the way to the blue line. Stick handling that there. Big Bull Blasco tries to delete somebody from the face of the earth, but only gets a piece of them. But Foothills retreats out center ice, and they regroup. Foothills comes in, takes a wide angle shot, misses the net, again wraps off the boards, goes to the point, another shot comes in. Thompson gets control of it, gets it out to Everhart at center ice, who's bringing it in. He's got numbers. He's got Braxton Burst with him. Also able to keep it in a blue line, chips it back in, but nobody's in on the forecheck quite yet. Looks like Braxton's going in there while we're getting a partial line change behind the play. Foothills gets the point, gets the puck just inside the blue line, takes a shot, easy pad save by Dusty, goes in the near side corner, but Foothills maintains possession. Cooper tries to bump the Foothill player off the puck, but they come out with it, get it to the circle, nice shot from the dot, easy save by Dusty. We saw that all the way, covers it up, the stop is 3:45 left in this first. Dusty's made 10 saves and 11 shots, ensuing face-off. It's controlled by the Flyers. Under defense is able to kind of push it to the point momentarily. Flyers control it at the blue line and bring it back in. Puck comes out to the point, D-to-D passing. Shot from the top of the far circle. It's blocked. Puck comes out to the center ice. Flyers are there, and they chip it back forward. Before checking, elbow to the side of Snuggs' head's not called. He's no worse for wear. He comes back in, and Foothills are on the offensive rush again. Foothills sends it in. Nice centering pass. Snuggs comes in and deletes a kid. Dusty makes a save on it. Nope. Are they calling out a goal? It looked like Dusty made a save there, but there's Foothills are celebrating, and they're calling that a goal. So Foothills came in on the rush, pushed it towards the net. Looked like Dusty had it covered, whacking at it. Puck must have been loose because it ended up in the back of the net. It was now 2-0 Foothills. All out to take this face off. Puck is dropped. Controlled by the Foothills. They turn it over to Thunder to chip it in. Koa in on the forecheck. Foothills gets it out to center ice. Foothills takes a weak angle shot. Misses the net. Goes behind. Comes up the near side boards. Shot from the point. Saved by Dusty. He'll cover that up. Face off to the left of Dusty. Wesley takes the face off. Controlled by Foothills. Foothills players bumped off the puck. momentarily, but they get it back. Spinning shot attempt in the slot goes wide. Ends up on the inside boards where I can't see anything. Got some bumping back there. Mangle of people in the far side corner. Foothills is spinning in the corner. They're able to pretty much keep possession of the puck right now. Thunder just trying to clear the zone. Puck comes up top, the shot goes wide. Dusty's seen enough and he covers it. But we're going to get some new personnel out on the ice. Things get a little bit chippier already with it being a 2-0 game. 1:36 left in the first. Mike Everhart's out to take his face off. Puck is dropped. Foothills gets possession of it, chips it up to the blue line. Shot from the blue line is wide low. Wrapped off the near side boards and sent back in by the same player. Shot from the Flyers is tipped, goes up off the crossbar. Raleigh has it, he bangs it behind the net, sends out the point, shot and sent in on goal. Dusty covers that one up. He lost a stick during the previous scoring chance. He is under siege at the moment. Gage Nelson out to take his face off to the right of Dusty. Puck is dropped. Controlled by the Thunder. Marshall gets it out center ice. He brings it in. He's with Snugs 2-on-4. Shot is deflected high and wide off the glass. Sent back in. The Flyers pick it up off the boards. Marshall picks it up. Unable to keep it in the zone. The Flyers have it at the red line. Bring it in. Shot attempt from the Flyers. Puck pad saved by Dusty. Looks like Kaliga picks it up, chips it off the inside boards. It goes right back to the Flyers defenseman who sends another shot wide. Rebound again goes to the far side and misses the net. Thunder finally get a stick on it. Unable to get it out of the slot. Foothills player has it, tries to wrap around intent. That's cut off by Kaliga. He chips it to the near side corner. Jameson Cooper goes in there to pick it up and gets it out center ice. But Foothills go back to the group. Gage Nelson in on the forecheck. That is the first period. We're going to end the first. 2-0 Foothills Flyers. All right, we're just about to get underway in the beginning of the second period. Hopefully we start off the second better than the first. Dustin Adams Brown was under siege, put up a remarkable 900% save percentage. Thunder were outshot 20-0 in that first period. I'm pretty sure that the Flyers goaltender was asleep. Wesley Hall's going to take the face off. He's going to have Nathan Wiseman with him. Ref's got the puck drop underway before everyone was actually on the ice. And the Thunder control momentarily. Wesley Hall takes a big hit. Aiden Wiseman returns the favor, dumps a kid. Wiseman throws his shoulder into another kid. The and then Koa does it. So it looks like that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to be a little bit more physical now. See what we can do. Puck comes to the slot. Shot from Tollefson. Save. Nice slap shot from the point. First action that the Foothills Flyer goaltender has seen, and he was up to the task, making a nice glove save, and that was our first shot on goal. Ike Everhart out to take the face-off. Puck is dropped, won by the Thunder out to the blue line. They're unable to keep it. It's shipped forward. Foot race all the way to the corner, but it looks like Foothills pushed it too far, and we're going to have an icing. Puck is dropped, controlled by the Thunder. Backhand shot from Anthony Serafino goes wide. Controlled by Foothills behind their own net. And they try to break it out to near side boards. Marshall unable to keep it in, and they push it forward. They end up offside since one of their players got a little ahead of the puck. We will have a neutral ice face-off. Ike Everhart's going to take this face-off. He's going to have Braxton Burst and Anthony Serafino with him on defense. Pelega and Leon. Puck is controlled in our zone by the Foothills Flyers, who beat us to the puck momentarily. Ooh. Serafino takes a big cross-check to the face. He gets dumped. Immediate penalty. Let's see what the call is. Looks like it is going to be a minor penalty. They got one guy in a box. Nope, we got two. So give me a 2 and 10. That was a cross check to the face of Serafino. He looks no worse for wear, but he got absolutely obliterated in the corner. Cooper Kolowski of Foothills Flyers is going to catch a boarding call. Puck is dropped. They win the face-off. They send it the length of the ice. Pelega comes in. Pick up the puck, but Foothills beats him to it. Centering pass comes out. Right flies. Puck got in behind their own net. Craig was back there, but Foothills was able to get a stick on it. They sent it right along the side point out to the slot where Foothills player was there, and he was able to just chop it over the top of Dusty. 3-0. Subsequent puck drops controlled by Foothills. Puck is sent into the offensive zone. Nelson in on the forecheck. Foothills controls. They get it out center ice and chip it forward. Misstretched pass. Glasgow has it. He chips it out. Foothills is on the PK. They send it right back in. Foothills is able to beat Thunder to the puck. Wally has it behind the net. He gets it up to Jameson Cooper, who chips it forward, but it slaps off his stick. And Foothills just sends it right back in. Glasgow goes back. He has it in the far corner. Tries to bring it up. He gets dumped. Wally comes in and dumps the kid who just dumped Glasgow, and he's going to catch that interference penalty. Centering pass goes to the slot. They're unable to do it. They trying to touch it. Wally knows he's guilty. He's heading to the box. "31 seconds is left in that power play that's now negated. Penalty kick. That's going to be even strength 4-on-4 for 30 seconds. Face off, Wesley Hall's out there taking the face off. Bucket shot. Controlled by Foothills. Another penalty. We're going to get a tripping call as one of the defenders tripped somebody right after the face off. That's seen enough, and who we got going? Looks like Wallace Dover is going to go 2 minutes for tripping. Nope. Wesley Hall is going to go. Wesley Hall is going for tripping, so it's going to be 4-on-3. Wiseman's out to take the face off. He's got Kalega and Dover with him. Dover chips it out center ice, gets it all the way down on goal, kills a few seconds. Foothills goes back and picks up the puck and regroups. They get it out center ice. Foothills brings it in around Dover. Stick handle, shot saved by Dusty. Rebound comes out from the top of the circles. They send it to the point. Foothills has it from top of the circle. Centering pass broken up by Dover. He forces him to push it to the boards. Slap shot fanned on by Foothills. It goes to the near side corner. Marshall goes in, tied up momentarily, but it comes back out. Centering pass, top of the circle. Shot saved by Dusty. Somebody falls on Dusty. They take a shot. He makes subsequent save. Every man for himself right there now. Thunder exhausted. Shot from Foothills goes wide, but they maintain possession. Nobody's going to line change. Foothills should take advantage of this and swap some players out. They're not. They're just as tired of it. Able to get a shot from the top of the far circle. It goes wide over Dusty's shoulder and in for a 4-0 lead. Serafino Tout takes face off. Thunder still on a penalty kill. Flyers control at center ice. Then one of their forwards brings it in 1-on-4. Drop pass out to the point. Shot misses everybody. Goes high and wide off the glass to the far side blue line. Sent back in by the D-man. Wrapped around near side corner. So they get it out to the point. Nelson in on the forecheck, gets it out to center ice. He's jumped off the puck. He's 1-on-3. Flyers recover. Regroup. Flyers skating around neutral ice momentarily. They bring it in. Nice stick by Nelson. Disrupts a zone entry. Weird shot from a weird angle. Goes over Dusty's shoulder and in the net. 5-0 Foothills. So 2 power play goals for Foothills on those penalties. That's killing us. Mike Everhart takes ensuing face-off. It's once again controlled by the Foothills Flyers. They deep down our defenseman and takes a shot wide off the back of the boards. Sent it up to the blue line. Stepped into the blue line by their defenseman who skates it in. Fans on a shot attempt. Recovers the puck. He goes around the backside. He fans on the centering pass, and Thunder able to get it out center ice. But Serafino in on the forecheck. He's got Braxton Birch helping him. Flyers have it back in their own zone. Serafino still in their own forecheck. Foothills chips it out center ice, or Glasgow has it. He chips it off the glass, gets it up to Everhart momentarily. Ends up on the stick of Glasgow, who shoots it off of a Flyer player, and they get it out center ice. Foothills has it. They take a shot from a bad angle. Looks like Dusty covered it. Ref blows the whistle. The puck was behind the net. So clearly lost sight of it, but we're going to get some new personnel out on the ice. 8:48 is 5-0 game. Foothills themselves shooting us 30-1. This is a double A. Slated as a double A team in this tournament. So results not completely unexpected. Gage Nelson controls, gets it to Snugs, who gets it to center ice and pushes it past the red line. Goes in on a forecheck. Foothills recovers and gets it back out center ice. They'll bring it in the offensive zone. It is chipped all the way down, misses the net, and it's going to go for an icing. So Thunder not able to do a whole lot offensively, not a whole lot defensively. Dusty's having a great game. All things considered, he's given up 5 goals on 30 shots, but he has been under siege since this puck dropped. Once again, puck controlled after the face-off by Foothills. They deke in around our defense and get a shot, but I think it was wide. Foothills controls behind the net. Bring it out, center ice, center the pass is cut down. Sent along near side, far side boards. Out the blue line. Snap shot, left pad saved by Dusty. Redirects to the near side corner. Tripping call on Foothills. They're going to go to the box. Marshall was trying to get to the puck, and Foothills got the stick in between the legs and cuts down Marshall. So catch a break there, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off. Foothills goalie wakes from his slumber, gets out of his cot, and starts skating around the ice a little bit. Face-off will be to the right of him. Looks like we're going to have Wesley Hall, Hayden Weiss, and Corey Severe out there. Gavin Leon and Collison. Puck is dropped, won by the Thunder, but it comes all the way out to center ice. Chipped back up the near side boards. Into the zone, but Foothills quickly gets the puck and sends it back out to center ice. They chip it in. It's going to go wide to Dusty and back behind the net. Also goes in and hits a kid in the corner, disrupts that play. Goes in and hits another kid. We got 3 Thunder in there. They're able to get the puck out. Looks like Wiseman brings it out to center ice. Has the puck slide off of his stick, and Foothills recovers. Wesley's able to get a centering pass to Koa. Koa's shot, backhand shot, goes on goal for save number 2 from the Foothills goaltender. 2 shots on goal. About midway through the game. 7:10 left in the second period. 1 minute, 17 seconds left on his power play. Mike Everhart out takes face off. He's going to have Braxton Burst and Anthony Serafino with him. On defense is Wally and Blasco. Centering pass ends up on Blasco's stick. His shot goes high and wide, is wrapped out of the zone the length of the ice by Foothills. Dusty slows it down. Wally's going back to pick up the puck. Chips it. Gets shipped to center ice, but it's on the stick of the Foothills Flyer player who just backhands it back in, and Blasco goes back to pick it back up. He reverses direction. Wally's going in the corner to pick it up. Foothills is in on the forecheck. Puck is tied up. Blasco goes in there, helps out his buddy, chips it out to center ice and moves it forward, but it goes straight to the Foothills defenseman who sends it right back the other way. Dusty slows it down. Gets it to Zwally. Zwally gets it over to Ike Everhart, has his pocket picked. Zwally blocks a shot. Follow-up shot is deflected wide. Comes out to center ice where Ike Everhart is able to get it over to Braxton. Braxton has it tied up in his feet. He gets it inside the zone. Ike has it in his feet. Braxton bumped off the puck. Foothills able to get it out. Power play is over. Puck goes the length of the ice. And was that an icing or an offside? Looks like we're going to have an icing on Foothills. They were trying to line change, move people in and off the bench, and at the same time puck went in the zone. So we will have an offensive zone face-off coming out to take that. It's going to be Gage Nelson. Nelson, Snubs, and Cooper, Collega, and Dover on defense. Puck is dropped, runs out to the point. Dover backhands it in, but it's cut down. Centering outlet pass by Foothills misses. Thankfully, he goes wide, goes the length of the ice, and we'll do it again. Case Nelson takes his face off. Puck is controlled by Foothills. They get it out center ice. Nice job by Dover to block that off. Snubs absorbs a big hit on the near side boards. Puck maintains puck at center ice. Foothills sends it in, wraps it off the back of the boards when Collega goes in there and sends it up the boards and around. Nelson gets it, tries to chip it past Foothills defenseman. Foothills gets some help, and they end up will come out with center ice with the puck and go right back in. Foothills centering pass misses everybody, goes to the far boards. Marshall goes in. He's fighting for the puck. Puck comes out, goes to the slot. Nice passing by Foothills. Puck came out off the boards from the slot. Foothills forward chips it over the stick of the runner defenseman to a wide open forward who came out of the puck faster than we did. He's able to just chip it past Dusty for a 6-0 lead. 4:50 left in this second period. Wesley Hall takes face off, controlled by Foothills. Foothills controls in their own zone. Nobody has clean control right now. Puck comes out center ice by the Thunder. Wesley Hall's able to push it forward, but it ends up quickly on the stick of the Foothills forward. Stretch pass, nice stretch pass by Foothills. Shot from the top of the circle, easy save by Dusty. Rebound is chopped, sent the length of the ice for an icing call. Face-off will be to the right of Dusty. Ike Everhart out to take the face-off. He'll have Braxton Burst with him. Puck is dropped. Controlled by Foothills momentarily. Shot attempt is blocked. Gets up center ice. And Braxton chips it forward to Everhart. Everhart brings it in one-on-one. Bumped off the puck, and Foothills takes possession. Goes around the backside of their own net. Brings up near side boards. Stretch pass tape to tape. Ends up on the stick of Foothills forward. Shot attempt is deflected, goes high and wide, but maintains his own. Subsequent follow-up shot is blocked by Serafino, but rebound goes all the way down to another Foothills player. Ends up on the stick of another Foothills player who takes a shot. Dusty makes yet another save and covers it up for a faceoff. Wholesale line change coming out is going to be Gage Nelson, Colton Snubs, Jameson Cooper, Dover, and Collega. Puck is dropped, controlled by Foothills. Centering pass is fanned on. Stick battle in the slot. Foothills comes out with it. One-timer shot. Nice save by Dusty. He covers up. Puck is dropped by Foothills. Foothills takes a shot at the point. Goes through traffic, it's Dusty, right side of the pad below the blocker, 7-0. 3:21 left in the second. Gage Nelson's going to take the ensuing face-off. Puck is dropped. Foothills controls. They get the offensive zone. Centering pass Nice save by Dusty. He pushes it behind the net. Kept in by Foothills. Aaron centering pass goes out to center ice. Cooper in on the forechecker, but he's offside. Wiseman gets it. He brings it in onside, but he's cut off. Gets it to Nelson. He has his pocket picked, and Foothills brings it out the other way. Collega bumps a Flyer off of it. He has the puck momentarily, chips it behind. He has his pocket picked by the kid who he just took it from. Ends up on the stick of Coe, who gets it over to Nelson. Nelson gets the red line, chips it in. Coe's got it, takes a shot from the top of the circle. It's deflected, goes wide. Foothills recovers, he brings it on out. Stretch pass ends up on the stick of the Foothills forward. Shot goes off the post and up into the netting. 2:10 left in the second period. Wesley Hall's going to be out here to take the face off. He's going to have Gavin Leon, Colt Tollefson, Cole Severe, and Hayden Wiseman out. Puck battle behind the net. Thunder chip it up near side board out to the point. Nowhere. Shot from the point is hit with a high stick. Goes in the net, immediately waved off. That's not going to count. It was a nice shot, but the Foothills player had his stick up while he was battling in front. That was high stick by about 2 feet, so we're going to have the offense's own face-off. Still 7-0. Everhart's taking the face-off to the left of the Foothills goalie. Flyers control, chip it out to center ice. It's actually held in momentarily, goes in on goal. Easily covered by the Foothills goalie, and we'll do it again. Mike Everhart's taking his face off. He's with Serafino now. No one has control. Puck battle in front. Serafino pushes it forward, but it is cut off by the Foothills player. Wrapped up behind the goal. Everhart goes in there, chips it back to Serafino in the far corner. He sends it around the boards, but Foothills are first to it. Puck comes out center ice. They chip and chase. Centering pass is cut down. Tollefson gets it behind the net. He brings it out, gets it over to Braxton Burst, who's battling in the corner. Foothills comes out of it. They bring it in on Dusty. One of the Foothill guys is chipping at it. Tollefson sends him to the ice. Dusty covers it. Not entirely sure why the Foothills player feels the need to continue to chop at the goalie when they're up 7-0, but hey, that's AA hockey in Colorado for you. Gage Nelson's out to take the face off. Puck is dropped. Controlled by the Thunder momentarily. Flyers take over. Shot from the top of the circle. Beats Dusty high over the glove. 8-0 with 56 seconds in the second. Subsequent face-off. Stolen by Gage Nelson. He brings it in and sends a shot saved by the Foothills goaltender. Preserve a shutout. Chipped out by Foothills. It is sent back in. It's going to be an offside. Officially, we have mustered 4 shots on goal to 39. And the only highlight now is they're not going to update the scoreboard. Face-off is controlled by Foothills. They chip it in. Kick to the corner by Blasco. Wraps it up and around the board, but it's been kept in the zone by Foothills. Shot from the point. Easy glove save by Dusty. He covers it up and sends it to the dot for another face-off. Dusty's going to sleep for about a week after this weekend. Thankfully, the high school season it should not be as daunting with as many AA teams and high-quality hockey clubs as we play, but the boys should have learned a lot. Puck battle on the far side corner. Koa is able to get control of it. He sends it over to Wiseman, who has it at center ice. He tries to bring it in 1-on-2. Disrupted by Foothills, who gets to the red line. Puck comes out to Blasco. He gets it around Foothills player, and it's chipped in. Wesley's in on the chip and chase, but Foothills beats him behind the net, and that ends the second period mercifully. So we will be back in 1 minute for your third period, which will more than likely be a running clock, 15 minutes. Third period about to begin. Thunder still getting an earful from the coach. Referees have already blown the whistle once. So they're waiting for Thunder to come on out. Dusty starts heading back to his net. Once again, he has been under siege all night. 40 shots on goal credited to the Foothills Flyers. 6 goals against with 4 shots on goal. 0 goals. Westervall takes the face off. Wins it back to Galega in the defensive zone. He spins around. Chips it up and out of the zone. Misses everybody. It looks like it's going to not be long enough to go for icing, so Wiseman's in on the forecheck. Foothills has it. Starts to try to bring it out to center ice. They chip it off the boards. They're offside by a country mile, but they're not calling it. Thankfully, the Thunder are able to get out center ice. Marshall stick handles and chips it in the near side corner. He goes in to get his own puck. Brings it around the center back of the net, but it's taken off of the stick, and Foothills begins the breakout. Nice poke check by Tolleson, disrupts the play. Blocks a shot, puck rolls in, and Dusty covers it up. Ike Everhart's going to come out and take this subsequent face-off. He'll have Braxton Burst and Anthony Serafino on defense. It's going to be Zwally and Blasco. Shot from the point from Foothills is gobbled up by Dusty. And we'll do it again. Puck is dropped. Controlled by Foothills. Far side boards, chipped out the blue line. Shot from the blue line, saved by Dusty. Follow-up shot goes high and over the net. Puck comes in the near side corner, battle for it. Centering pass cut down by the Thunder. Unable to get control of it, and it ends up on a Foothill player's stick. He tries to center it, unsuccessful, and it comes out to the blue line. Chipped past the blue line by Serafino. Foothills goes back to their zone to recover the puck. Braxton in on the forecheck. Does a nice job of harassing. They get it, stretch pass gets it to the red line. Wally sends it back in. He gets up on stick of Everhart momentarily. Braxton's in on chasing the player down who's 1-on-4. Drop pass comes out of the zone. And Flyers go back and tag up. Puck is stuck along the near side boards. Marshall comes out with a puck, goes behind his goal, stick handles around one Flyer and starts to bring it up the right side, sends it forward, up and out at center ice. So it goes right to the stick of a Foothills player who wraps it right back in. Dover's turn to go play catch. He goes and gets the puck and sends it up near side board. Chips it to himself, gets center ice, centering pass is cut down and ends up on the Foothills player stick, who again controls the center ice. Foothills drop pass, nice pass in between the two of them. They send a centering pass that Dusty knocks down, ends up in the corner. Marshall wraps it off the boards, goes out to the blue line, but held in by Foothills. Dumped back in. Marshall has it. He chips it again off the boards, but sent back in behind the net by Foothills. Marshall runs the Flyer off of the puck. There's 1-on-2 back there. Gets some help from Serafino. He tries to chip it forward, but it's kept in by the defenseman. Puck squirts out to the slot, but comes out to center ice, and they'll have to regroup and we'll get a partial change. Foothills sends a stretch pass, finds the open Flyer just inside the blue line. His shot misses high and wide. And the rebound is pushed behind the net. Marshall wraps it off the corner, sends it all the way down. Icing's waved off, so Foothills is going to have to go back into their zone and get it, while the rest of the Thunder change behind the scenes. Cooper's in on the forecheck with Snugs. Foothills sends the puck in. Centering pass is cut down by Leon. He brings it up center ice, chips it off the boards to himself once, twice. It's rubbed off the puck, but he keeps going. Stumped goes behind the net, unable to get the puck. Foothills comes around near side boards, send it out center ice, where Leon goes back and gets it. He sends the puck to center ice. Foothills offside, they tag up quickly. The players pumped off the ice, shot into the bench, and we will have a stoppage. 10:24 left in this third period. 8-0. Foothills Flyers. Gage Nelson's going to come out. Nope, Wesley Hall's coming out to take this face off. Parker's drop. Controlled by Foothills. Centering past the slot is blocked by Leon. Rebound is covered up by Dusty. Tolson clears the Flyer out of the front of the crease. Puck drop will be to the left of Dusty. Wesley Hall will take it again. Wesley possesses the puck behind the net momentarily. Foothills in on the forecheck. They come away with the puck, gets the blue line. Quick shot goes wide. Foothills chips it. It gets up on a stick of Wiseman. He sends it the length of the ice, and it goes for an icing. One of 5 shots to 4. 6 officially on the score sheet 6-0. It's actually 8-0. Defensive zone face-off for the 100th time. Mike Everhart takes a drop, brings it back to his own players. Dusty drops and sends it to the corner. Zwally gets the puck, wraps it off the far side boards. Flyers unable to keep it in the zone. Burst in on the forecheck. Flyers get out center ice, chip it forward. Nice centering pass by the Flyers, but unable to do anything with it. Zero angle shot goes high and wide all the way to the point. Flyers defenseman brings it in, beats around one Thunder, gets it into the corner. He's finally ridden off the park. His centering pass goes all the way through everything, and the puck comes out to center ice, where Braxton is still on the forecheck. Partial change behind the scenes. Thunder get the puck, get it out to center ice. Gage Nelson brings it to the blue line. Loses the puck there. Flyers chip it back out. Flyers have it just inside the blue line. It goes into the corner. Dover goes back to recover. He gets bumped off the puck. Dover recovers, gets the puck back, takes it behind the net, chips it forward, but goes straight to the defenseman. He takes a shot from blue line and is blocked by Marshall. Rebound comes out to the slot. Gage is able to get control of it, gets it out of the zone. He chips, gets the red line, just chips it in, and everybody goes for a change. 7 minutes left in this game. Cooper in on the forecheck. Stretch pass gets to center ice. Snugs comes on. He tries to bump the player off. Shot from the slot. Saved by Dusty. Sent to the corner. Puck comes out of the corner. Chipped back in by the defense. Cooper has it in his feet. Bumps the kid down. Pushes the puck out to center ice. Flyers are offside. And we'll get a stoppage. Well, not a stoppage. We'll get a face-off. Wesley Hall takes his face off. He's got his original line mates, Cooper and Snugs, out there. Looks like we got Leon and Tollefson on defense. Flyers control, they chip it in the far corner. Tollefson goes in a cover. He wraps it up the boards, gets it to Cooper, who sends it out to the point. Puck comes forward, shot goes wide. Looks like Snugs is hurt. He got tripped and went down hard. He was crawling to the bench, favoring his right leg. Hopefully he's okay. He does not look comfortable at all right now. Coach Devine's going to check on him. Wesley Hall's going to take this ensuing face-off. Flyers control momentarily. Puck goes in the near side corner. It's a nice pad save by Dusty. Sends it to the corner. Leon goes in. Leon chips it out to center ice. Wiseman on the forecheck. It's sent all the way back in on Dusty. He covers it up. And the offensive zone face-off. Left of the goaltender, I cover Archie out there with Braxton Verse and Anthony Serafino. Puck is dropped. Thunder win it. Blasco's able to keep it in, pushes it forward. Stretch pass ends up on Serafino's stick. He backhands it in behind the net. Flyers go back, pick up the puck, send up near side boards, eventually out center ice. Swally disrupts the play, and Foothill retreats back to their own zone. Good at center ice. Two Thunder players have it, but Flyers come out of the mess with it, 4-on-2. Nice shot from the Flyers, pad saved by Dusty. They pick up their own rebound, get into the far side circle. Shot is deflected, blocked behind the net. Follow-up centering pass ends up on a Flyers stick. Thunder able to get a stick on it, send it out center ice. Foothills wraps it back in from the blue line. Blasco goes back. He tries to chip it up the boards. Gets it to center ice. And Foothill goes back to retreat. Ike in on the forecheck. Cooper comes off the bench, chips it forward. He's got speed. He gets in the offensive zone, brings it. Shot attempt goes in. Glove saved by the goaltender, and that is shot number 5. Nelson makes face off. Controlled by the Flyers. They get it center. Kalega goes back, wraps it off far boards. Nelson's able to pick it up, gets his own. 2-on-3, gets a shot, blocked. Gets his own rebound. Centering pass is cut down by the Flyers, who send it up to the near side boards, but kept in by Dover. He sends it back around the boards. Foothill will recover, pick up the puck, and get it out center ice. Foothills brings it in. Shot hits the post. Marshall picks up the rebound, sends it back up the far side boards. Foothills able to maintain possession. Marshall goes behind the net, Makes it the puck, drops it off the near side boards, comes out to the blue line. Shot is deflected from the point, goes wide. Rover gets it, tries to backhand it out of the zone. But again, on the stick of Foothills defenseman and sends it right back in. Foothills has it on the near side corner. Puck battle along the boards, chipped out to center ice, goes the length of the ice, and we'll give an icing. 1:52 left in this game. Wesley Hall's out to take this face off. Dakota Severe's going to be with him, as is Gavin Leon. Wesley blocks a shot. Serafino's out there with Tollefson as well. Serafino gets it to center ice, but Foothills regroup and send it back in. Tollefson stick battling with the player in the slot, chips it forward. Mess of bodies down low in the slot. Serafino gets the puck. He sends it out to the blue line, kept in, chipped back in by Foothills. Shot from the top of the circle, goes wide to left of Weston. Centering pass sends up on the stick of Serafino, who chips it back up. Foothills maintains his own. Centering pass blocked down by Nelson. He sends it, tries to send it up to the blue line, unable to get it out. Foothills has it, takes it back behind the net. Foothills players looking for a centering pass. He's being harassed by Leyland all the way. He sends it to the point. D to D. Guy comes in time to the circle. Takes a shot. He goes high and wide. Comes out to the D. Puck comes in, saved by Dusty. 32 seconds left in this game. Puck corner comes up center ice. Serafino absorbs the hit, gets a puck to Koa. Koa comes in, takes a shot, saved, and it is put in by Wesley Hall, and that is a goal. That's a goal. That went in. Ref was on the wrong side. Doesn't matter. It's going to be game over. In 4 seconds. Ref didn't see it, so they're going to give him the shutout, even though he got scored on with 4 seconds left. But thankfully, this game's over. It's going to end in a score sheet, a 6-0 shutout. 52 shots to 7. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you could sit through that. Hopefully, Colton Snubs is okay. And this weekend is over. We will resume normal CBHL play next week. Have a good one.